The other day I told Sarah, we need to walk 4 miles a day straight. Just not even like just walking 4 miles like throughout, just walking around the house, but like actually just committing straight 4 miles every day.
Yeah.
And I felt amazing. I felt great. I said 4 miles because that's for her steps. I kind of calculated it's like 10,000 steps, and you want to hit like 10. That's not 10,000 for me. That's like 8,000. But I take bigger strides, longer strides.
Mine is like I think 2,100 steps. I think
for
a mile. For
same.
me, something like that. Yeah.
Same. So that's really been great. Like we just wake up first thing, we go to the park, we walk 4 miles, we come home, we do the rest of our day, and it's been great. And I've realized like I was having knee pain in my left knee, and I always heard people say, well, when you have like a manual labor job that you don't need to exercise because you're exercising, and I was like, that's true, I guess, but there's something about like intentionally doing a movement to heal something that is different.
The repetition.
Because you favor one side of your body when you're doing anything. And so that's what was happening with my knee. I was favoring my right leg. And so my left knee, when I would do certain things to it, like if I was going down a steep incline, I could feel it. And I was like, that's annoying. Yeah. So when I've noticed that when we've been walking 4 miles, even just for like, we've done this for like 5 or 6 days straight, in that short amount of time, my knee has felt like significantly better. Like when I'm going downstairs, I don't feel it. If I'm trying to do some kind of like one leg work to see how my knee is doing, it feels like it's still damaged in some way a little bit, but it has been significantly better. And the only thing that I've changed is walking 4 miles every day. So I don't know. I don't know if that is that reason, but I'm going to keep doing that and see if it. But it has given me hope. You just feel better.
I walk on the treadmill while I work, as I've mentioned before, and I always feel really good.
Something about building up that endurance of walking 4 miles and just have that being normal.
Yeah.
Just straight, not just half a mile here, quarter mile there. Something about just doing it for an hour and 10 minutes straight is like feels important.
I think I mean, most days I probably walk 6 or 9 miles.
Yeah.
At this point. And I always feel so good. And I know, that doesn't work for everybody with the kind of work you do, but since I have to be at the computer like editing and doing things, I was like, well, I might as well. I mean, instead of sitting and then having to remind myself to
stand.
And I think it's taken me over a year to finally get to where I don't even think about it.
Yeah,
like, it's not like, oh, this is exhausting, or I can't focus because my hands are shaking. I finally just have built up the poise and the balance and just like the frame of mind and the muscle in my legs and stuff that I can just walk at an incline at 3 miles an hour while I do most things. Every once in a while, I'm really having to think through something, and I'm like, all right, let me just stop for a second. Mm-hmm. But most of the time, I can do it. So that's really cool. Yeah. I 100% believe that is what has made your knee feel better.
That's what I think, too.
I'm glad to hear that.
And that's coming from somebody who does a ton of manual labor.
Right,
that's
exactly.
So it's like...
That 100% makes sense, though, because you're right. You are compensating when you're doing manual labor.
This forces you to balance the left leg, the right leg. And I'm conscious of this, so I might do a little bit more with my left knee if I'm doing something else.
Yeah.